So what's the worst thing about being homeless?
Just not having to rely on other people to help you, not being able to just go where you want when you want to go. You have to wait for like the day centre to open, and then when that closes you have to wait for the night shelter. It's time to go there, sitting in McDonald's or places like that, just not being your own person really, having to rely on other people.
Do you find that when you're with other people who are homeless, you find it hard to avoid doing what they're doing, or do you keep yourself to yourself now?
I suppose it's easy to fall into a trap of drinking and taking drugs and that, but I think that's just people do that just to get them through the difficult time they're in, and it's easier if you know you're not it's in reality if you can get out of that space for a bit by drinking or whatever it may be, then people are going to do that, aren't they? I mean, myself, I tend to keep myself to myself.
It's probably easier in that way to keep off the drink and the drugs if you're by yourself. So how did you get your accommodation?
I was just through the day centre really. They helped me out. John Buchanan knew me from when I used to come here a couple of years back, and they just opened up a new house in Eamon Road, so I got one of them rooms.
And how long have you actually been homeless since you had to leave?
Since just after Christmas last year.
Last year, so you've been homeless a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And your new place, is it sort of up to standard, would you say?
Yeah.
Somewhere to sleep and cook and somewhere to wash?
Yeah, it's all right. It's my own room, there's a shared bathroom, shared kitchen, just shared living room and that, if you want to sit and watch the telly and stuff like that.
Are the people you're sharing with good people that you can get on with?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, it's alright. It's not always like that. Sometimes you can get you don't get on with everyone, do you?
No.
So sometimes it can be difficult.
Yeah, yeah. And if someone was gonna, so obviously you're not on the street anymore, but you still haven't got your own place really. Although you have your own room, it's still shared accommodation with people you don't get a choice to live with. So if someone came along and said, perhaps from the council or one of the public, or somebody with money perhaps would come along and say, hey Chris, what can we do for the homeless, what's the best thing? Because a lot of people say, if I give money to the guy on the street, he's going to spend it on drugs. What would you say would be the best thing people could do to help?
Supposed to be more places like this, cafe and things like that. But
more day centres.
Just because you can just be a couple of paychecks away from being homeless. It's quite easy to become homeless in this day and age. So I think if there's more places like this, maybe more hostels.
More hostels to stay in.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Safe Seat?
It's not very safe. I don't know, it's just... It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it says it is. You sleep on the floor or the couch, there's like 8-9 bodies in one room.
I was told if you didn't sleep actually in the chair, if you got down on the floor, you wouldn't get your bus fare back to Chester. Is that true?
I don't think that's true.
Okay. So if you had, if you want to just say to people, what is it like, or how to avoid being homeless, or just like Chris's soundbite now, your final parting words.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh.